Here with Robert Smith. Robert, we're just going to ask you a couple of questions. You're welcome to answer. If any of these questions you don't want to answer, it's up to you. Just let me know, and I'll just give over the questions. Okay. So Robert, what was your rank in the military?
I was a sergeant.
A sergeant.
Yes.
Okay. And how long did you serve?
I served on active duty for 9 years.
So, what war did you serve in?
The first campaign, I would call it, was back in 1999. I was part of the 1st Cavalry Division out of Fort Hood, Texas, and we deployed over to Bosnia and operate in support of Operation Joint Forge. The second engagement, we was deployed. I was stationed in Fort Huachuca, Arizona, and we were deployed over to Kuwait and Iraq in support of Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to some personal questions. Why did you enlist?
I enlisted because I wanted to do something different, with my life. A little something different that, other guys in my graduating class, they were, thinking about going to college, playing, sports, or pretty much not doing nothing at all. I didn't want to be part of, first group or the second group. I wanted to do something different, something that would have a lasting impression on my life, and that's why I enlisted.
Would you consider that your motivation?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. This is going into a more personal political view.
Okay.
What is your political position on the war, before and after?
Before, it was always, I supported what we were doing. Anytime you put on that uniform and you feel strongly about any type of engagement that we were in, even when we was over there, in both campaigns, back in Bosnia in '99 and also in Kuwait and Iraq and back in '03 and '04, everyone's felt strongly about, what we were doing, even though, we were away from loved ones, family, friends. We knew we had a job to do, and we had to do it. And after, my views pretty much stayed the same. I had a couple friends who felt differently, but that's their opinion. They're entitled to it. But I never wavered in my support in what our country was doing.
So, do you feel the war was justified?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Well, what was some of the sacrifices that you had to make?
I think the biggest personal sacrifice for me was right before we went to Kuwait and Iraq. I just had lost my mother in November of 2002, and we were deployed in February 2003. So that was very hard for me to lose a loved one and then go overseas, to a foreign country for 14 months. And being away from my support system, which was my family and friends, and but I also had a good support system in my fellow soldiers, so we got through it.
All right. How has the experience changed your life, socially, family, politically?
I think both deployments, they made me a stronger person, simply because when you go to a different country, you see a different culture, and you see just how great the United States of America is. And I think the most profound effect my first deployment had on me, seeing the actual damage that the Serbians did coming through Bosnia and Kosovo in that particular region, it made me realize just how grateful we have it. And it it was it kind of hit me pretty hard, being a 19-year-old kid, seeing people still living in the house with the side of the house gone, in the middle of winter. So it made me grateful, and that made me appreciate exactly, the freedom and just the little things we have over here in the U.S.
Okay. All right. And do you feel the nation's doing enough for you now as a veteran?
Most definitely. And the reason why I say that, I am currently in the process of using my post 9/11 GI Bill for the purpose of getting my degree in music and sound technology. So,
All right. Well, that's the end of my interview. So thank you so much.
No problem.